Murphy bed, bunk beds. How cool is that? Taking a nap. All right, so I'm here for just a quick update on the Casey Neistat filmmaking and storytelling class that I'm taking online right now. Our first big project is making a spontaneous video. So far in the class, we've watched a couple of videos of Casey Neistat making his videos in real time. For our first assignment in particular, he wants us only using our smartphone, which is really cool. He wants us to stop thinking about the gear so much and the technicalities, and he wants us to focus on the storytelling, which is the most important part. So I'm not going to break down the video of Casey going through his creative process, because that's for the students and the class that he's spent so much time putting together, and it's really cool. So our first step was to look around the house, or take a stroll outside in the neighborhood, or hop in the car and drive around and try to find something that's interesting. So when you find something that you think is interesting, or you think other people might think is interesting, go ahead and jot that down. We're supposed to get 2 or 3 of them and then narrow it down to the one that you want to make a video about. It's been really cool to see what some of the students in my peer group have decided to make the focus of their project. I mean, some really, really cool, interesting things. Now, what I decided on was I was gonna do mine on the donkey and the goat. Donkey and the goat. And this is basically what I said. I said every day I drive down this road to get to my place and around town, and there's a little house that has the cutest donkey and goat. And they're always out there together, come rain or shine or snow. They have shelter, and it's obvious that they're besties. And I just love seeing them. I always tell my kids those animals deserve a YouTube video or channel, so I thought, what the heck? It's a perfect video to get me outside and out of my comfort zone. I hope the owners will cooperate. I hope the owners will be cooperative. I guess that'll be part of the story I tell. Cheers everyone, happy filmmaking. So yeah, why did I decide to do a story on these 2 creatures? That's a good question. I really wanted to do something different. Now, can I make an interesting story about a donkey and a goat that you'd want to watch? I have no clue. But what I do know is I'm going to take the steps that Casey Neistat taught us in the first step of his class, and I'm going to apply those methods and techniques and that thought strategy and that planning strategy, and I'm going to apply it to this process. It's easy to want to think of the video as a whole instead of just breaking it down by the 3 acts that we're supposed to be thinking about: the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. And so I had a lot of things racing through my head. How am I going to tell this story? But instead, I just said, you know what? I'm just going to film the opener. And I kind of have a good concept of what the opening should be. And so I went about that process. And what was cool, just as Casey predicted, other stories start to emerge when you start to just film, because you can't plan for certain things to happen, or you might see something that sparks another idea. And that's the beauty of spontaneous creativity when it comes to making video. And I really am excited about that process. I never really thought about that, but I challenged myself to do so, and it worked out. And I think I got a really cool, solid opener for my video, and a sub-story emerged, which actually feels like it could actually take over the rest of the video, but I don't know. I don't want to set expectations too high. That being said, another challenge that I had this morning that I was dealing with is I can be really shy when it comes to walking around with my camera and filming, or walking up to people and asking them for permission to film them, or if I could talk to them. I just feel like, the imposter syndrome really takes hold of me, and I get kind of nervous about just being a content creator out in the public, right? What are they thinking about me? And I'm really trying to get rid of that self-consciousness, because it really can hinder me. It could slow you down too, just so you know. Never be afraid to be you. Never be afraid to be creative. And that's what I'm trying to embrace, and that's what I'm trying to tell myself every day, okay? So, that being said, I rolled up to this place where the donkey and the goat live, which is just down the street. So as I rolled up into their driveway, they have one of those roundabout driveways, and as I was pulling in there, this big, beautiful German Shepherd comes running out and barking, and I'm just like, oh man, this is gonna be tough. So I just basically stayed in my car with this German Shepherd barking at me, hoping that the owner of the building and the donkey and the goat would emerge, and maybe kind of I could give them a friendly wave. That's what I was hoping would happen, and it's what did happen. So it turns out the guy who owns the place is the nicest guy. He's very accommodating. He's gonna let me film on the property tomorrow. I'm gonna bring Charlie. I'm hoping it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, I was having all these things going through my head that this guy wasn't gonna like me because I was from California. Get off my property. Casey Neistat, who's that? No, you're not gonna be able to do this project. And it couldn't have been farther from the truth. He was so nice, he was so kind, like so many people in this amazing state, in this amazing area. So today I conquered a couple of my fears, and I'm really excited about where the video is going, the direction it's heading in. I'm not sure it's just gonna be about the donkey and the goat. I'll give you some more updates as the process goes along. All right, I can hear that Charlie is just waking up from her nap, so I'm gonna go get her. But don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, hit that notification bell if you haven't already, so you could be informed when the next Casper 101 video is coming out. Please tell your friends about me, have them subscribe as well. And I love you, but not as much as Jesus does, just so you know. Take care, guys. Stay blessed. Love you. Mwah.